There are so many reasons not to skip breakfast. So many savory, mouth-watering, tasty, delicious beyond all belief reasons. Actually, that last one was pretty convincing. Stop by for a McDonald's breakfast. Mix and match a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, sausage burrito, or hash browns, any two for just $2. Price and participation may vary, cannot be combined with combo meal.
Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
Thanks, Jerry.
People are the most positive people on earth, especially in the morning. Good morning to all of you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Prophet. Hold up. Wait, what's going on?
Oh, look at Prophet.
Prophet, you look like you dressed, ready to go. Where you at?
Prophet's looking good this morning.
I'm trying to tell you.
I got a doctor's appointment. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I got a doctor's appointment, so I make sure I don't miss my meeting while I'm waiting on the van, and my aide's gonna go with me. So,
Amen.
Yeah.
He gets all snazzy for the doctor.
She said to me, you look like a millionaire. I said, well, you speak that thing.
Come on now.
You hanging out with him. Yes, you hanging out with him. Good old job there. Well, good morning to all of you. Let me give you the training schedule during the holidays first. I'm sure you would all want that. We'll be having class, pull up my calendar, all this week. And then we will have class on the 23rd. And 24th is debatable. That is because of the, if we do, debatable. I'm 50-50 with that right now because it's Christmas Eve. Well, let me ask y'all. That'll make me not be 50-50. Typically what happens on a Thursday, if it was any other day, then I wouldn't make it debatable, is the esoteric class that Law pretty much invented and loves so much in the morning. And then the leadership class, which in my case, since I'm now teaching that for the remainder, then that's twice. So that's two incredibly esoteric calls that will happen on Christmas Eve or the 24th, depending on what you believe or celebrate. Doesn't matter, but you get the point. So what say you, my friends? Class on the 24th, class not. It's up to you. Let me help you make a decision a little better. We don't mind class. It depends on if y'all gonna be traveling. That's the thing there.
You mean traveling like Dr. Sugar is traveling right now in her car?
Indeed.
Still on the call. Look, still on the call.
That's it.
I would say that I'm a believer. How about this? But I believe that everyone this year is going to celebrate in some way different because this is different. Everything's been different. So what I say is that I think, especially because it is that day and that's what you do on that day, and you really clear that thing and make it plain, I would love to hear one right before the day that they say he was supposedly born and it wasn't really that way anyway. And it would be more like, it would be more like a new birth that we need. So it wouldn't be like the baby was just born in the manger and everything, but it would be real. And you could break this thing down all the way. And I think it would be beautiful on the day before he was supposed to come.
Well, there you go then. So we will have classes. The first yes came from Phil, so the rest of y'all yeses didn't matter because Phil said yes. No, I'm just joking, but you get the point though. You get the point. So
Yes.
good stuff. Good. All right, got more yeses. All right, so class all the way through the 24th. Through the 24th. That means including the 24th, which will be the 25th in India. So through the 24th, and then on the 25th in India. Also,
Phil was that kid that always said yes to the homework too. The same kid.
I'm sure. Let's see.
No way. No way I said yes to homework. I think I've shared this before. They always would ask me, Phil, why is it we ever have a test you're absent? And I said, well, the answer is in your question.
No, that's right.
Because I always found that taking the makeup test was easier because I'd ask my friends what was on the regular test and they'd tell me what was on it. So then when I took the makeup test, I was able to do pretty good.
All right. A young CEO at work. That's all I hear. A young CEO at work.
Work
Good
smart,
stuff.
not hard.
That's it. That is it.
Well, you'll love this. My senior English grade, I walk into the class. I say, Mr. Costas, can I ask you a couple questions? He said, well, sure, Phil. I said, if I get 100 on my final, what would I get? He said, well, you get a D. We operate off the point system. I said, second question, what if I get a 0 on the final? What would I get? He said, well, Phil, we operate off the point system. You get a D. I said, Mr. Costas, you got one less paper to grade. Thanks. It's been a great year.
That's how I acted in college. So I know that's
Phil, I don't blame you at all. I wouldn't have either.
I
No
completely
point
get
if it's going to be the same outcome either way. No, thank you.
in my Hebrew. All right, I did Greek 1, then Greek 2, and I need a bad word. I got bad word through Greek 1 and Greek 2. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was two things that happened to me. One, I didn't know English, and you can't do another language without understanding English or whatever language that you speak first. I didn't understand what a direct object was and an indirect object and prepositional phrases and participles and all sorts of stuff. It was from when I was taught, it was subject and predicate. I'm not sure if anybody else was taught that, but okay, that makes sense. That's all I knew. The first half of the sentence, second half of the sentence. So after I got beat up in those two, I decided to take Greek 3, which means you start getting your minor and stuff, or you start getting your degree in that. Depends. No one has to do these things. But I took Greek 3 and Hebrew 1 at the same time. Now, Dr. Marshall taught both Greek 3 and Hebrew 1. And the way he did his syllabus in Hebrew 1, it said homework is 10% of your grade. Well, by that time, I'm a year and a half into languages. A year and a half into languages. I'm not getting beat up no more. I understand English. It's going down. And just like Phil, I told him I won't be doing any of your homeworks if I can still get an A. And sure enough, I still got an A without doing a single homework because he told me 10% of the grade, and I aced Hebrew with an A because Greek was harder than Hebrew. There you go. There you go. So I fully understand what Phil is talking about. Go ahead, Susan.
I didn't think of it until just now, and I might have said it one other time, but in college for speech class, I didn't want to have to stand up. I wanted to sit down. And so I said, this is my grade. If I don't do this, this was the last thing, then, I had an A in the class. I'll end up with a C, and I'm fine with that. So I don't want to do it at all. So he compromised. Well, no, I didn't even say anything about sitting down. That's it. I didn't want to do it at all. So that was it. And he compromised and said, if I sit down, would I do it? And I couldn't really get out of it. that point. So he said, if you can sit down, I said, yeah, I'll feel more comfortable doing that. So, I mean, I'm 18 years old. So,
oh yeah.
So my last name was Bolt. So I was the first one in the alphabet. So after me, everyone, when they got up to do their talk, said, may I sit down too? And then he'd say, Bolt, see what you did? Every single time. The whole rest of everyone speaking for a couple of weeks, I heard that. So I never sat down again.
You entrepreneurs are always starting stuff.
Now we understand why Susan says, that was a really nice one, but I wish you were standing up, and I wish you could. I need to see your movement. I understand now.
I didn't have moves then.
This was before she was the humor consultant.
Exactly. I was 18 and a little shy.
No, that's right. Yeah, buddy. I get it. Well, it is good to have all of you. And then let's see. So we will obviously take off the 25th and I had to say 26th. If the 26th was not a Saturday, then I would have you all take off, but it's a Saturday for us. And then we will return same time, same bad channel. Depending on how old you are, you would get that reference. We will return on the 28th and then go all the way through. Well, there you go. We got to go all the way through the eves again. So we will have class on New Year's Eve. There you go, because that's also a Thursday. So there you have it. There you have it. And bats have channels.
Now, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. The day before Christmas, when he's supposed to show up and everything, that's good. Now, the day before it's supposed to happen.
I see. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm just joking.
Look, some of y'all got to put your MD 2020 down. Look how far I went back. In your Booms farm, in your Kool-Aid. We used to be some bad kids. We'd pay the wino a couple extra dollars to go in there and get stuff. But that's where I'm from. Don't worry about. I know y'all ain't got none of that in your neighborhoods, but that's where I'm from. Go ahead, Susan.
Well, to complete that story, bring up memories you kind of forget about. But in high school, in the halls, I guess, I had one of the teachers come out and say, Bolt. I'm like, what? He said, why are you so loud out in the halls, but in the classroom, you're so quiet? So after I did do that speech sitting down, I got the bug for it. I had a good time. I liked it.
So that a speaker was born.
That it started there, and then I continued on taking those sort of classes, and that's when we did that mock conference. And this is like in 74, so those type of things weren't going on.
Yeah.
We put on a mock conference that was the whole semester of work getting prepared for that. So what an education that was.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
See that? Life is precious. Had she missed that day, probably wouldn't be the prestigious speaker and judge and expert that she is. So shout out to life itself. Yes. So there's your schedule. We'll be going on through all the way. Is anybody excited about that? Yes, all the way. Good. Got all that boring stuff out the way. Vanessa, you look stunning. You look like you just stopped some traffic. Yes. All right. Now, the MExit conference is bigger and better than anything that this is on my agenda, have ever done. That's all I can tell you right now. Well, I can tell you plenty. You just have to ask questions. But it's bigger than better than anything we've ever done. Here's how it looks in my head and what has come onto reality. You have MExit, which is our second largest conference. And then you have excuse me, I'm sorry, Dominate, which is our second largest conference. And then you have MExit, which is the big one. It's always the big one, like the big one, which will rotate in the States and out the States. You should, right. I were you, I would get 9 passports ready. Now, this one will be virtual. Just, it's too COVID-y outside. And I just don't trust America enough to start acting like it's a group project and to be on the same page with everybody. So I'm just going to go ahead and assume we're going to keep acting like individual Americans. I think this is fair. We are not New Zealand. Did y'all read the news? New Zealand has lifted yesterday all their protocols. And this ain't got nothing to do with red or blue or left or right. But that hoax is out there. You understand? So I'm trusted. If I'm avoiding hurricane season by making it in May, I'm avoiding COVID by making it virtual. Is that fair? I'm just okay. I'm avoiding hurricane season and COVID at the same time. So I have no, what do you call it? I have no respect of season or disease. They both could get it equally. You understand? They both could get it equally. I ain't dealing with either one of them, Jerry. I ain't dealing with either one of them. Not COVID, not some hurricane named Hugo or whatever, right? I ain't dealing with none of them. They can all go. That's just me. Go ahead, Susan.
We're going to be virtual, not viral.
Literally, in the literal sense, yes. Yes, absolutely. So we're going to avoid those STDs out there, even though they're not STDs, they just feel like it. They have the in popular, the popular court that makes everybody guilty, court of public opinion. The COVID is like, it has the same stigma as an STD. So we definitely want to keep you all away from that. Like I told Grace long ago, I can't stop someone coughing and it's on the wall and you brush up against it and it stays alive on your shoulder for 3 hours. And then sometime in that 3 hours, you go home and you hug your grandmother, which obviously you kneel down and put your shoulder right on her cheek. I can't stop that. And since I can't stop that, then I'm just avoiding the whole issue. That's just me. There you go. But it's bigger than better. Essentially, what you have is, Law say, put that on the t-shirt. I don't even remember which part, Law. Essentially,
virtual, not viral.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. You got to put a little virus picture right on the viral. You got to put that on there. But Dominate is exactly what you think. It would continue to be exactly what you think. MExit is a combination of Dominate plus. Y'all gotta ask me questions. But I'll just say this here. Plus a developers conference or showcase. I'll let you ask me questions and pull the rest out of me. So get ready for that. It's.
So what you're saying is they shouldn't wait and get these tickets, not now, but right now. That's what
let me tell you something. If you ain't got your tickets by now, I'm not. I'm going to say this in the most Antonio Smith way possible. Look, Deanna's trying to save me. Let me see. Go ahead, Deanna.
So what do you mean by it's a combination of Dominate?
Hold on. Let me do my Antonio Smith thing then. I would say this in the most Antonio Smith way possible. If you ain't got your ticket right now and you ain't messaged and said, I'm working on it, $45 is a stretch, I'm just assuming you ain't our customer. And what we gonna do? And I said to Jerry, I said the same thing doing Dominate, and ain't nobody listen to me. What we gonna do is make you extremely jealous that you were not there. And we expect 500 people in attendance, and we just go get 500 new people. And then you are gonna sit here and go be like, well, I don't like those new people. And you just gonna be jealous. And I ain't got nothing to do with that. Because my job is to make sure that you are consistently jealous when you miss stuff. That's my job. All right. I just got one miss. Somebody they didn't save themselves, but I like that person. That's all right. They good. All right. Somebody just said, I'm working on it. I get it. Listen. All right. Got a couple people say I'm working on it. Got you. Some of you I expect to be working on it. Some of you I expect. That's why we made it $45. Okay. And I think it's to March 31st. Okay. You never know when someone's gonna say, I want to sponsor 3 people.
Yes, sir. March 31st.
Yes, to March 31st. We didn't.
I'll sponsor a person, Antonio.
Okay, well then there you go. Dr. Sugar Trash will sponsor a person. And shout out to you. So we will find Deanna, use your empathy. Don't let my strategic thinking find that person. This is why you're COO, because you have empathy. Let your empathy find that person. The rest will work out for everybody else. Okay?
Yes,
that
sir.
means use it and trust it now. Don't doubt it. Because if you doubt it, then it might as well be me picking. And let me teach you as a lesson for y'all. If you don't surround yourself with people who have empathy, a lot of it, and some decisions shouldn't be made with your brain. It takes a certain amount of losing to get that kind of wisdom. Deanna, you were asking me a question that was going to pull some more stuff out of me.
Yes, I was. What do you mean by the MExit conference will be like the Dominate conference plus a developers showcase? What's a developers showcase?
Is anyone familiar with small companies, Google, Apple, Facebook, the small companies? Am I familiar with these people? Okay, the little startups, they kind of making a name for themselves. They have what you would call developers conferences. Has anyone ever seen okay, Jerome gets it. Has anyone ever seen a clip, a scene of those developer conferences? Okay, Phil. All right, this is when Steve Jobs first went, oh, and one more thing. That's famous words now. Those are famous words because, and one more thing happened in 2008 or maybe 2007. Anyway, the iPhone came out in 2008. And one more thing was the unveiling of the iPhone. Which, okay, if y'all don't understand this changed the world. This never happened before. This is a smart computer that was accessible to everyone who had AT&T at the time. Okay, but okay, this literally, the reason you don't understand how this changed the world is because you're still living. You're still living, but if you just let 50 more years pass, you will see how much the world has changed. There would be no social media the way it is. There would be no instant access to the internet. Think about it. I want all of you to think about internet before 2008. It wasn't until the iPhone 4 until the iPhone could send pictures, or iPhone 3 could send pictures through the actual iPhone. You had to get them through email. There was no multimedia messages. Okay. The nerd in me is my head is getting blown that you don't understand that you couldn't even watch movies on your phone. half of y'all have learned new skills from YouTube. You couldn't do that in 2008, not from a phone, because 3G does not mean mobile streaming. Third generation internet was data, email, messages. It wasn't until fourth generation, 4G, that you can watch videos. And all of that was rushed through due to Steve Jobs' invention. And don't forget, Steve Jobs messed up the music industry and gave you Apple Music or iTunes at the time. If that doesn't make sense, please know your Samsung, which is just a copy of the iPhone. This is not up for debate. This is what happened. Okay. It doesn't, now, of course, it could be better, but it wouldn't exist without the iPhone. This replaced about 48 different devices. How many of you right now walk around with a tape recorder? How many of you used to walk around with a tape recorder? This replaced the tape recorder, the VCR, the TV, the radio, the calculator, the notepad. It's about 47 different, the 45-second skip delay Walkman. Look, somebody just put it in the chat. Yeah, the Walkman. Remember having that big
camera.
The camera. So many different things. 47 different devices are in one smartphone. And that's the ones that I can count. I'm not even smart enough to do the ones that I just got below me. Let me read this message. It was, I was in college in the mid-90s and everything. Oh. Takia says it was too slow. I was in college in the mid-90s when everything became popular. I teach technology. I had a whole lesson on tech history. You're right. Internet was super slow before 2008. This changed the world. And the MExit conference is where I come to change the world.
Did you know iPhone also has a tape measure in it? I was blown away the other day by a coworker.
I did not know that.
Yes. So if you don't know how to measure like me, get your good old phone out and start measuring.
Start measuring. It has a compass in it. It even has an equalizer to where you can hang up your pictures. Yeah,
Very
true. Yep. It can call the cops even if your phone is off. It can. It absolutely can. The MExit conference, I'll say it again because they missed it the first time. It's where I come to change the world. Okay, nobody gets that. All right. It's where you will see our new inventions as well as conference. Have y'all not realized I've invented quite a few things? They just sneak up on you because you're in the picture. First off, no one has ever done college this way. I'm not sure if you know that. I'm not sure if this is not online. This something about it is like, man, what is this? No one's ever invented open sourced learning in this manner, in which the students determine what will be taught that day. That has never happened. No one has ever declared that a college, university, or higher learning system could even handle 7 million students. I'm telling you, 7 million is step one. No one has ever invented a publishing service that ghostwrites, publishes, and sells and markets your book for you.
And globally.
Okay. Anyway, y'all gonna see some more. Don't even worry about it. I've got some ideas and I've got some stuff developing, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're gonna see both of those. Both of those. I tell you what, when you see the MExit conference, when you see it, you will then see it would take you 5 minutes for you to recognize we're doing something different. If in the first 5 minutes you don't see, I have failed. Remember this. I won't repeat it, but remember I said it. I know Jerome gonna remember because Jerome gonna correct y'all. Jerome gonna say, "See, Antonio, they not listening. You be quiet, young man. Be quiet. Be quiet." And he gonna laugh. You told us, and he watch. Just watch. Just watch. He gonna get you out of July. He gonna get you. Don't worry about it. We have 7 people on the call. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Do you want to introduce them, Grace?
Sure, I can. We have Mr. Kelvin Uduma who is from Nigeria, all the way from Nigeria on the call. He is under Mr. Brad Blazers. He's one of Mr. Brad Blazers' new members. And Doctors Arthur and Janice Nash are on. They are on Mr. Ken Johnson's success team. So I just wanted to say hello. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the family.
All right, y'all unmute your mics and clap for these world-changing individuals. Yes, I like it. All I heard was a bunch of crazy folk who want to change the world. Crazy folk. I like it. I like it a lot. Welcome all of you. I am very, very grateful that you are here. Very grateful. So thank you. Now, let us continue with some exciting stuff. During these holidays, I've been telling y'all, you better go ahead and get ready for movie night. So let me stop my screen real quick. Sometime in March or February. Oh, go ahead, Phil. I didn't know you want to say something. Go ahead, Phil.
No, I have a delay when I was muting. So
okay.
For some reason, my button delays.
No worries.
But thanks for recognizing me.
Yes, sir. Sometime in February, March, I said, "Hey, what would you guys want?" Just threw it out there, and one of those things y'all said, movie night. Yeah, I did. It's in one of the recordings. You said movie night. Well, I wrote it down, and I figured out how would we do it. And I said, "Oh, somebody already invented the technology. It's called watch parties." And then I sat in place. I figured we tested it sometime in April, and I said, "All right, we're gonna keep." And I start thinking, and I start learning all of you, and I start looking at your posts, trying to figure out what you would like watching. And all of y'all are weird, by the way. All of you, every last one of you are weird. You're all weird. You're documentary watching people. You're weird. You're just totally weird. And I'm looking at all that. And right here is the link that you need. It's secure. It's called well, it used to be called Netflix Parties. It's called, let me share my screen. Teleparty? There you go. It's called Teleparty now. It used to be called Netflix Party. All movie nights will happen in this group, MExit. Everyone. It will not happen in Ricasa. It will not happen in the Business University. It will happen in this group. You will get your information from this group, and of course, us sending out the news for you to get it right here. You should go to Teleparty, which is right here. And it's a new way to watch TV together. And right now, that's Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO. Yes. And it's free. It's free. And if you use Google Chrome, you don't have to, but if you do, then you can get an extension right here. See that?
So,
see this?
Antonio, I'm sure if I'm thinking this, somebody else is. You don't have to have Netflix or Hulu or these services, or you do have to have one of them.
That is a good question. Jad, I want you to Google that. If you do, we'll figure out something because that's what we do. We'll figure out something because that's what we
You absolutely need one of those services.
You need one of those services. If you don't have one of those services, then I thought about that about a month ago. I didn't think about it enough, but I know Zoom allows us to stream these services. So the best thing to do here is for y'all to, who doesn't have a streaming service? Plenty of you. Okay. I see Adrian, I see Jerome, I see Jerry, I see Vanessa. Okay, I see Kelvin. Anybody else? All righty. And Samuel. Okay, good stuff.
And Shaker.
Shaker.
Hand up.
Of course, like everybody who is important to the ATS doesn't have it. Of course. There you go. I'm glad I said something out loud, didn't I?
That's all right. There's an opportunity in here somewhere.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, Jeanette doesn't. All right. So what we will do is we would do some testing over some. We'll do some testing. We'll do some testing, but still over the holidays. But this isn't going to push back the time frame. This is just going to redevelop the plan. We will do that, but we will, for those of you who just want to eat cake with Kathy and watch some movies, you know, there you go. There you go. The movies will range. They'll be pretty cool for the most part. Pretty much the only thing we'll avoid is nudity, pretty much. But other than that, everything's on the table because all of you are weird. All of you are weird. So if it's some blockbuster hit that everybody wants to see, well, then that's it. If it's some weird documentary, we'll even talk about aliens and how ancient astronauts came here and messed with the DNA of man. You know what that is? That's History Channel. All right.
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theory.
Yes, yes. We'll go find out if we really landed on the moon. How about that? Yeah, we'll give y'all plenty of stuff to talk about. Plenty of stuff to talk about.
Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
Before you go on, also wanted to welcome Miss Margie McFarland. She is on Miss Christine Elliott's team. This is her first time on the call.
Right. Yes, I saw her introduce herself in a group, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Yes. McFarland.
And Zakia as well.
And Zakia. Well, welcome all of you. Welcome. What you're seeing. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do my normal thing. If you're new to this call, thank you for joining our private meeting that we've opened up public. If you're new, yes, Ancient Aliens, we love it. Me, Tiffany, and Deanna love it. This is our private meeting in which we opened up publicly during COVID-19 crisis. And your only job, people, especially new people, is to take everything that I'm doing and run it back to your company and go do better. Because we have not been ill affected by COVID-19 or any economic crisis. As a matter of fact, it sped me up to becoming a billionaire. That's the only bad thing that has happened during this time is I moved a little faster than what I thought. And I've had to, yes, Cabbage Patch, or Jerry do it. And I've had to adjust some things. I've had to adjust some things in my personal life as not, while being a billionaire seems to be cool, you can't do that without, I've had to buy some things that I was not ready to buy yet and do some things I was not ready to do yet for that. But anywho, moving on. So that's movie night. Nope, not going to say that out loud. Not going to say that out loud. Well, all right. Yes, I will. This is way in the future. Not super far in the future, but way in the future. I'm going to... Has anyone seen the article of Elon? Does anyone know who Elon Musk is? Let's see. All right, good. He's still the rock star billionaire. Elon Musk says Okay. There we go. So we're going to go to Inc.com, very respected site. And we are going to read an article first. Or let's see. Can y'all see? No. Can y'all see this? Is it a website now?
Yes.
Let's say
Yes.
Inc. here. Okay,
Yes.
good stuff. Elon Musk says this. Anyway, video games. Video games. He says him and all his smart millionaire and billionaire friends, they all play video games. The richest man in the world. Video games. Video games. Why? Because they make him smarter. They make them smarter. That's a fact, y'all. That's a fact. You know why I had to ask y'all if you wanted to meet during the holidays? Because I was just going to be playing my video game. That's it. It was just going to be playing. I was just trying to see how much video game time can I get in. That's all. That's it. And something from the video games made me realize something. Man, there's still this. Rewind, press play. I'm going to need y'all to start drawing inspiration from other places. I'm also going to need you to say, you know what, that's my idea now. Especially with ATS, because I give you permission. Go be more like Tanya Harper and start teaching ATS material. Come on, mute your mics and clap for Tanya, because that is brilliant.
Yeah.
That's
Tanya.
brilliant. She is growing her list, her money, and her success team. The only thing Tanya did wrong is on the last flyer she just put out, she credited ATS Business University. Girl, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. You take that whole line off next time. You understand? You take that whole line off next time. you just say by Tanya, a Tanya Harper production. You understand? That's what you say. That's what where is she at? Is she over here? Y'all tell her. You tell her take that line off next time. And you tell her make it a Tanya Harper production. Chris say stolen. Yes. If you have Windows PC or tablet, please update the device. Oh, yes. As the update pushes through. Make sure y'all update your devices, please. We do plenty of updates. You want to update your device. Now, that came from our cybersecurity expert. Plus, you want to update your device due to all the security features that both NAMD and Tempest are in cybersecurity. And trust me, you want to update your stuff. Be more like Tanya Hopper and steal everything. There you go. There you have it. Steal, or gently acquire intellectual property and make monetary benefits from it. There you go.
I like that.
You like that. That feels better. Y'all want to steal from you, Antonio, but if I could just, if I could just hold on to it as money piles into my bank account, I'll do that. Go ahead, Adrian.
That's what's happening with these writing services. Because that was beautiful how you had put all that together just to say what you needed to say. That's what's going on with the ATS writing.
You understand.
That's what they doing.
You understand. So that's actually next on my list. So let me skip this one and go to that one real quick. The ATS writing services are large and in charge, and they're already making people famous. Someone once asked Deanna, like a couple of weeks ago, maybe last week or something, hey, what's the best way to build a brand? A book. A book. It's hard to do. They last forever. And anyone who has written a book automatically becomes an authority in that field. A book, yes. And Deanna told me, she told me too, Janet. I think you messaged and you was on the list. We got you. A book, you understand? This is what you do. This is what you do. This is why I have so many. The only way I only use my degrees there's only 2 times I use my degrees. One is to develop arguments during the classes that we teach, because there are arguments. I'm not sure if y'all know that. Arguments in the definition of the word. Here's an argument. Let's prove this argument over the next 2 hours. That's all it is. And the other time I use my degree is when I write books. Other than that, Just paid $250,000 for nothing, like everybody else on planet Earth. It's just that's what happened. That's what happened. Oh yes, that's what happened. All right, get ready for that because you got three options here. You can take the ghostwriting services. Let me go pull that up. There we go. You can take the ghostwriting services. This means we'll do everything for you. All you got to do is run your mouth for an hour or less, and we will pull a whole book out of you. Or send us one of your keynotes, and we'll pull a whole book out of you. This is put this in chat. Option 1, run your mouth for an hour. Just put it the way I said it. They'll remember it forever. Okay, run your mouth for an hour, and we'll pull a whole book out of you. Ask Law, ask Adrian. We'll pull a whole book out of you. It'll be fantastic, and you'll get this whole book where you keep. Y'all should love this part. 100% of the credit, and 100% of the royalties. Yeah, all right. Because Amanda and Adrian got it, and Jerome got it. The rest of y'all just, it's all right. You just woke up. I understand. You right? 100% of the credit, 100% of the royalties. Law
I don't
has
even believe it.
I
I
know.
don't even believe it.
I know. Law has, I think, 9 books, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. It's crazy. More than that? It's more than 9? All right, Deanna says it's more than 9. How many is it, Deanna or Law? It's crazy.
You are sadly mistaken. Currently, we're at 16, but it will be 29 in total with a workbook to make it 30.
No, we gotta
just clutch your pearls. Just
All right, Law.
Yes, let me clutch my pearls. 30. That
Law's
boy.
shooting for his own library.
And the way Laws of yes, you are shooting for your own library.
Law wants to be a household name.
You better say author of over 30 books. The next time, let me
Go ahead.
somebody
I'm right on your heels, bro. I
that
love it.
say author of over 30 books. You understand? I ain't playing.
Wait, all in 2020?
All in 2020.
When they thought that the world was like, this is the worst ever. You mean Law? You made 30 bucks.
There you go, baby.
He had a
Come
good
on, ATS.
Everybody, 2020 might have been what it is, but if you just focus on what it is that you want to create, 2020 was a damn good year for me.
Come on, sir.
No
Come
apology.
on, bro.
Word, thank you.
Amen.
Yes.
Good job. I'm right behind you. Keep it up.
Yes. 20, 30, excuse me. I said 9. Oh,
It's
9.
amazing.
It
It's
is.
amazing how situations make you pushes yourself out of your box and make you do stuff that you should have did a long time ago.
Well, I think Phil tells a story about that. Don't you tell a story about an egg and a orange juice or something, or orange or something? One of y'all tell a story. Something. Who was that told that story?
Yeah, I think that was Phil's orange juice story.
Yeah. You squeeze it.
Yeah, what do you get when you get squeezed? When you get squeezed, you get really what's on the inside, whatever you are.
Whatever you are. Law got squeezed. He was 30 books. Oof, that made me feel good. I'm sorry. I caught myself for that one, Jerome. I caught myself. Oh, I caught myself with that one. That's good. 2020 squeeze Law. And he came out with 30 books. Boy, you better walk today.
Can I add one thing?
Yes, sir.
What I didn't realize, what you said earlier, is that you do become an authority in that field, and I would have never imagined that I'm on my way to becoming an authority in that field. Delinquency of the mind. It's just, I don't know. That title just came to me. Thank you, Ether.
Wow. Look at you. You were automatically, yes.
That's part of the journey, isn't it? That's part of that journey, and you can't help. You write 30 books. How can you help be an authority?
That's it. He has to be. One will make him authority. 30 on one subject. In fact, let me open this up wider. These are all Law's words, all agents' words. We just wrote them down. We just put some little pizzazz on it. That's it. That's no different than Henry Ford saying, make me a combustible engine. So he gets credit. He gets credit. The scientists went in and did the hard work, got the oil on them, but he said, this is what I want. Here's the plans, make that happen. It's no different. It's no different than a doctor being able to charge you $5,000 a minute when a nurse did all the work. Come on, Phil.
By the way, that's what we'll be covering tonight is time collapsing, the new art of speed, money, power, and meaning. That's part of what we'll be covering tonight. And maybe we're going to do a whole class on this book and maybe on a Saturday. I'm just running that up the flagpole to do this book and cover it on a Saturday. And we're going to be covering part of it tonight on the call.
Okay. Well,
that's what we're talking about. We're talking about collapsing time to make things happen quicker than what you would normally think they should happen.
Everybody need that. Because Law, you collapsed time, didn't you? Agent, you collapsed time, didn't you? There it is. That's what you do. That's what you do. Get with them. Make that work, Deanna, someday or something. That's very valuable. Make it work. We'll make it work, Phil. We'll make it work. Sammy, I hear you loud and clear. Your direct message. Deanna, send me a message in Line app. Samuel's ready to start teaching. I'm going to use his gifts to get that done. Okay. He's ready to start teaching to his own audience. We're going to use his gifts. Just say his gifts, make it all caps, and I'll know what that means. Okay. I'll know what that means. Outstanding. Let's see. So you can do your services. Ghostwriting just means we'll just do all the work for you. It's your intellectual property. That's all. It's yours. So that's one option. Here are those all ghostwriting services that come with book. These are the ghostwriting services that come with a book plus the selling of that book. Here, take a screenshot. Here are those prices.
Antonio, before
Yes,
you
sir.
go further, did you see my private message?
I did, but I wasn't sure. Did you want to pour into, or you wanted me to?
Well, what I was asking was, because this is one of the things that I want to do. So can, like, once the book is done and stuff, can you, like, get a certain percentage that will go back into ATS?
Oh, okay, I did.
What?
Okay, now I understand your message.
What I'm saying is, like, so back.
Yes, sir.
Basically doing my tithes, basically.
I understand. I understand.
Okay.
Wow, that
so,
is.
Oh, and one more question.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me, I could tell you back in 91, I was trying to holler at a girl and the banister broke and I fell off a second-story building, broke my arm and looked like a fool, but you could make it look sweet that I fell and messed up my arm and cracked my head against the ground.
Yes,
and didn't break my skull.
Yes, sir.
That's not a book. That's a movie, Jared.
That's a movie.
That People gonna love that. We could do that. That's great.
Yes. Jared, let me ask you a question. What are you now? I'm gonna ask it the way I want to ask it. I always got to do this for everybody. Don't correct the way I want to ask it. I'm not talking to him, I'm talking to everybody. Because I'm pulling something out of you. And I typically have to go past people's religions and denominational walls
right
to the real them. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that y'all hide the real you behind your religion? I'm not sure if you know that, but I'm here to call you out because that's what I do.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna ask the question: what are you willing to die for? And I'll even give you. That's the only question I want. That's the question. What are you willing to die for? Now, this is why I get hit with religious people. Oh no, I'm not. I'm just the Lord. Anybody can hear all that. What are you willing to die for? Now, here's an example of that. If God says to you, "Hey, it's time. You're coming with me in 10 minutes. Anything you want, I'll make you be remembered forever for it." What's that thing, my friend? What are you willing to die for?
To let the world know what I went through, and it's worth dying for because I got a testimony to tell somebody.
Broke my body.
Let me just give you a little snip. 6 years old, had my head ran over by a car. 12 years old, got thrown out of a car. 91, fell off of a house. 2001, fell asleep, ended up on the side of the road. Car flipped, smacked into a tree. 2005.
Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
We can sum up McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich in one word: crispy. But also juicy and tender. Maybe crispy, juicy, tender, all one word? Okay, fine. You'll just have to try our crispy chicken sandwich to understand it.
Get a free medium fries and medium soft drink with purchase of any crispy chicken sandwich. Available only on the app. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Price and participation may vary. McDonald's app download and registration required.
The back surgery, had another car accident, and then this last one. So this is something that I want the world to know. And a snippet.
Well, no doubt. Adrian's put up a book by Charles Stanley. Astute brother, standing strong is what she says. Well, yes, we can come up with a few books for you. Broke my body, but not my soul.
Wow.
Watch yourself, Reverend.
I'm just saying. I do this all day long. I do this all day long. 16 chapters, 30 chapters. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter.
I got you.
Yes, I fell off, but fell into me. I do this all day long, man. It's just the way God put these words in my head, man. By the time they come out with money. So I don't know what to tell you. But yes, sir. Should you want to be that, I'm gonna speak your language. Should you want to be that leopard that came back and said, thank you, we will receive your donation, as we don't want to tell the universe we're not open to receive. I just taught somebody something.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Prophet. Well, let me tell you something. Yeah, I better stop masquerading your insecurity as humbleness. Because every time you turn down a gift, you tell you ain't open. Come on, Jerome.
With that said, with Mr. Prophet putting it out there, you say you're going to make 100,000 millionaires.
Yes, sir.
And I know you got some folks on this line, and if some folks are going to be on this line that want to be a contributor to get rid of world hunger and to help people out. So my brain's sitting there saying, maybe ATS needs to come up with some type of it doesn't have to be a scholarship, but some type of a fund that people can give into that's just strictly for that purpose. And boom, and then this is what ATS gave. This is what the members of ATS gave, and boom, 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 and so
that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Why the hell did I not think of that? Because it's supposed to come from you.
It's called a foundation.
Antonio.
It's called a foundation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
it's
sir.
Vanessa. I want to interject on that as well. I've had that thought since I guess a month after I came into ATS, and I thought, as far as world hunger is concerned, and then getting rid of the college debt and that kind of thing, I thought that it would be an awesome idea to create something from your platform and make it available to us to pour into that. Because after I make all this money, I'm gonna leave some, but then I also want to be able to pour back,
Man, I ain't got nothing.
And only for the cause, so that comes from your desk, creating that, that whatever it is you need to do to make it available. Definitely, I'm in. I want that for sure.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yes,
Alrighty.
ma'am. Grace
Thank
sent that
you.
to me in lineup. What I
All
was
right.
doing was taking a percentage of everything and just put it to the side. But yeah, y'all said make it go faster. Grace, if you can put that to me, just put foundation for both. I'll know what it means. It'll trigger my brain. Run my brain. Outstanding. Enough said.
Antonio,
Yes, ma'am.
I do apologize for interrupting, but I do have an important question. So can I ask that after you finish, saying
You can ask it right now.
Okay, so I am having trouble finding out how to, or if I need to trademark, like, the t-shirt sayings or other stuff. Um, I had a few t-shirt sayings that dropped in my spirit last week, and they're really good, but I don't want to put them out there on the t-shirts and, sell the apparel, and somebody take that saying. Am I wrong for thinking that? I mean, and I would really love to know how to trademark or find out if that saying is being used. So I guess learning how to trademark or copyright.
Okay, so now
Is
I
there
definitely got
anybody
something to
out
say.
there?
You don't learn how to trademark and copyright nothing. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna answer that last part and then I'm gonna ask you a question. No, don't learn how to trademark, copyright nothing. Go to lawyers for that. Okay. I'm as gentle as possible to all of you. This is the difference between the middle class and the wealthy, because Michelle has the gift of administration to do it. The problem is she doesn't have the knowledge and the skill set to put in the proper protections, like someone who spent $200,000 to go to school to learn the secrets, who sit in the circles of the laws that just changed. This is not a hit against her. This is the point that Michelle knows some stuff because she's in those circles. So why would y'all think that lawyers don't know some stuff because they're in those circles? The middle class want to do everything on their own. The problem is when someone violates her trademark, guess what's going to happen? She's not going to be as protected as she could be. I have a rule. Y'all should write this rule down. It's one rule split in three. Antonio, how do you move? Safety, speed, money. I don't do anything else. Safety, speed, money. I'm telling y'all, and I'm talking to you. If you write this down, you'll be blessed. If not, that's on you. But look at how I rolled out the Bureau of Dominant Speakers with safety. And every time we joined somebody, I stopped it. I can't tell you how many times I've stopped enrollment of Bureau of Dominant Speakers just to keep it safe with high quality and prestige. How do we roll out the business university? Safe. How do we roll out the ATS writing services with law? Y'all didn't even know about it. Safe. You understand? Safe. 30 books in. Y'all ain't know nothing about it. And then once you get all those legal things in order and all that, you work out those kinks, then you go for speed. And then you go for money. I'm not even answering Michelle's question. I'm gonna make this the last thing because she asked a question so good that y'all need to listen. She asked a question so good y'all need to listen. So if someone say they joined a group for copywriting services, how would you advise them? They finna make a lot of money. I don't know what to tell you. That's how I would advise them. Stay connected. Let's go get this money because copywriting services are high in demand, especially if you can write good sales script. Especially if you can do that. I know people looking for that right now. Safety, speed, money. Safety, speed, money. I can't answer the fullness of a question yet because I haven't asked her a question. Does everyone understand that safety, speed, money? Tempest, are you available to speak real quick? I want to show y'all something. This is important. Deanna, if she can't speak, unmute your mic and see if Tempest does dual meetings at this time. and see if I'm gonna test you now, because I know she knows, but let me test you. And actually, we'll wait for Tempest. You just sent her a text message. We'll wait and see if she can come, because she's in 2 meetings at the same time. Safety, speed, money. Safety, speed, money. So don't start an LLC because you can. Make sure that you understand the protections of what you're going to do. So if you're going to start an LLC just for real estate, then you want to go to a real estate lawyer. So if someone falls off your balcony, you have the right protections in place. This is the difference. There's a big difference between me and a lot of y'all. Why? Because I'll spend $20,000 that y'all say, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'll do that not to spend $2 million. Y'all spend $200 only to have to spend $2 million later. Number one goal to make money is not to lose it. Don't lose money. Okay. Fantastic question, Michelle. So Tempest is not here yet. Deanna? You might.
Well, real quick, I would just
hold on. I knew you was gonna do that. Hold on. Deanna? You might. How do I move? How much information do I need to know to move forward with a whole brand new idea?
20%.
All right, I need y'all to hear that. So that's why I want you, listen to me. Say it again, say it loud. How much information do I need to know to move forward with a brand new idea?
20%.
All right, you come on back now, Michelle. It only take me 20%. I don't need no 20%. And I'm moving. All right, come on, Michelle. Come on. I'm listening.
All
I can
right,
answer your question now.
Well, I have a few things that I need to get trademark. I don't know. It's just sitting strongly on me to make sure when I do my launch on my birthday on Sunday that I am set up properly. I have everything all in place. Each business is under one company umbrella, and that's set up together. And me having these different things for T-shirts, I really want to protect those and protect my travel kingdom, whatever treasures of traveling name for my travel episodes. So I'm in need of a good trademark lawyer then, because everyone that I've been researching, they charge, good God, almost $1,000 per trademark.
That's how much it's going to cost.
Okay, but I just wondered just knowing from your experience, if that's around the right price, then so be it. Then I'll just, start doing what I need to do. But is there a lawyer or is there a certain name lawyer that does everything trademark, setting your business up, make sure it's on the right categories for IRS and all that wonderful stuff? Is there a specific name for that particular type of lawyer? Where I don't have to be paying various lawyers. I can just do it all with one lawyer.
Absolutely. Deanna, do me a favor, take over real quick. Y'all don't hang up, take over and give her my lawyer information.
Okay. His name is Goodwill Pierre. He's located in Houston. And it's GOODWILLE Pierre. And his phone number is 281 809 0142. And here is his website as well.
All right. Who's talking? Who's back?
I was talking. I
What
just
you were
sent
saying?
I just gave the name, phone number, and I just put the website
That's
in
my
chat.
trademark. That's my trademark lawyer right there. Goodwill Pierre. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you about $1,000. Now, Michelle, I mean, you might. I'm still not done with you yet. All gentle, of course.
I'm here.
How do you want me to answer your question, though? Do you want me to answer your question? I need to know how you want me to answer your question. You want the truth, or do you want something else? Like, what do you want? The truth is, everything you just said is wrong. Every single thing. Okay, that's the truth. Because what's going to happen to you is you're going to miss money. You're going to miss money. Let me explain this to everybody. So this can actually hold on real quick. Let me get Samuel, because I want to end with you. Go ahead, Samuel. Law said I was waiting on it. Yes.
Right, Law, I was too.
Yeah. Yes.
You be thinking you thinking the right thing, and then you come back and say, nope, that's wrong.
That's
I'll be like,
wrong.
okay, well, tell me the right thing.
I got you. I
Soon as
got
you
you.
said protect, I knew it was going down.
Yes.
I'm like, oh wow.
Well, the
This is
crazy
what
thing,
I've
I
been
did this
waiting
to
on.
Law too. If you look up in one of these comments, Law said these questions really helped me. One on way up there, I did the same thing to Law, and now Law, tell him everything you got. He's got a real estate company.
Yeah. So we set up Series LLC, and one of the things, do it right the first time, so you ain't got to go back and spend money to try to fix it, and you won't be able to fix it. But the Series LLC is what really blessed my soul, because it gives you these protections that create that, avoid, certain liabilities or what have you. So yes, it does cost a lot in the upfront, but in the long run, you ain't got to deal with nothing. And that's what it's about.
And he can work from New York, and his transition to Texas, he ain't gotta do nothing. Ain't gotta do nothing. No, seriously, he's already ready. He's already ready. Let me get Sammy real quick, because I don't want him, because Sammy be up for 36 hours. Go ahead.
Well, now I've been sick and messed up and everything lately, but good morning all.
Good morning.
So listen, my question is about the LLC, because see, I even have the names for my businesses. And I know, like, I already do evangelistic speaking, and I also do speaking, empowering people. Should I get an LLC license for that? Okay, and because like I said, I have the names, but I don't want to mess around and somebody take the name, because I know I've had other ideas and messed around somebody else and came with the same one. Then I was pissed off.
Okay, I feel that. I feel that. The answer is yes, because you're paying too much taxes if you don't have an entity. So it doesn't matter what you were going to say. Like you could have said, "Can I get a corporation? Should I get should I get Tinkerbell? Should I get a butterfly?" Yes, the answer was yes to all of them, because you're paying like 35% taxes until you get an entity that shields you from those taxes. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So is there any question? Is there any particular thing that I need to know, as far as if I'm speaking or doing whatever, that I need to like try to help cover myself with future? Or
yes, you need
that's
to
just
know
one
how,
of the entities for now.
I got you. You need to know how you want to collect your money. Is your money going to come massive, or is your money going to come passive? That means, are you going to get $30,000 checks, or are you going to get $300 checks a lot? It's up to you, but that would determine what entity you file.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to know. I asked Law these same questions. You just need to know how much, like if you're going to do $250,000 deals all the time, that's a different kind of entity.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Different things for different things. Different things.
Right.
Yeah. Good question.
All right. And I just want to say, I'm used to somebody like a theologian like you. I have a mentor. He says you stir up controversy, then smooth it out later.
That's right. Look, you got a good mentor. I don't ask nobody for permission. I get it done. So, come on, Kathy.
Samuel,
You better cover something if you're doing it like that. Because you might say something to somebody and then they feel as though Samuel just said something and I'm about to go jump in front of this train. And then somebody might say, they know he was talking to Samuel.
But that ain't got, okay, we'll come back to that. we'll come back to that. Come on, Kathy. I'm trying to.
So
if
you
this,
know,
hold on, let me give everybody. If you gotta leave, go ahead. Go ahead with a little bit over. But I am going to answer these questions because Michelle blessed all y'all. And she blessed herself. So if you can afford to stay, I'm about to give you information you can't get nowhere else. And you're gonna get it for free. Go ahead, Kathy.
So with you knowing that I'm in the cake industry, which entity of the LLC would I actually do?
Well,
because
so the
I've
answer
been
is
looking
which
into it, but it's so much information.
It is. This is why you want to get you a professional. You understand? Now, in your case, you're not building $20,000 cakes. Not yet. You will. You'll get there. You'll get there real soon. Okay. But for now, something that collects, I don't want to say little money, something that collects, something that allows you to get many different payments all at once, to collect 200 payments a day. You want to shield yourself from that kind of volume. That's a lot because each one of those payments will have taxes according to it. You understand? So instead of you paying tax one transaction, you're going to pay taxes 200 transactions. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right. Oh.
And there's entities for paying taxes for 200 transactions in one day versus taxes for one transaction in one day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it is far better to have $200,000 once. Like make $200,000 a year one time. You're gonna pay less taxes than someone who made $200,000.
That's a lot of taxes. Jesus.
$200,000
business
off of 2 million transactions. You understand what I'm saying? You're right. So there's ways you.
Before I stay in this class, I'm in the wrong business.
Yes, Michelle blessed y'all. Michelle blessed y'all. So back to Michelle. Michelle, unmute your mic. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. And Michelle, she always likes the truth, but I need to know: do you want truth, or do you want what you wanted to hear?
Okay. So after listening to you talk to Samuel, after listening to you to talk to Law, I think I'm pretty much getting it together. Because I don't want to spend some more money on getting an LLC for my main company umbrella, and I want to make sure that I have all my businesses, my admin business, travel business, my
So ask me
roadside
what
services.
I would do. Ask me what I would do.
Well, I'm assuming you're gonna tell me to get a Series LLC. So what would you do?
Yes, you do sound like you need a Series LLC, but this is what I would do. I wouldn't care about trademarks. What did you ask me what I would do? No, you sound
I need to. Please tell me what will you do, and please tell me what I need to do to get the money to pay this lawyer.
Okay. Do you see what you're saying?
Sell my property and still sell my T-shirts to build the money to pay the lawyer to put everything in place in 2 or 3 days. I mean, that's what I need you to tell me.
Now you're talking.
I don't mind spending the money, but I need to get the money. Just because I got blessed, that money's gonna cover overhead, like keep a roof over the head. So I need extra
understand? Get the money. So all I heard was, listen, this is what Law was like. I was waiting for. All I heard was, Antonio, I'm gonna delay my money until ain't no until. All right, get your money now. This is why I had. How you want me to ask you a question? Let me bless you.
Ahead.
Let me bless you by embarrassing myself. I'm gonna bless you. Deanna, to your knowledge, Grace, to your knowledge, how long has the ATS-JR companies been in existence? To your knowledge.
5 years.
25 years, right?
You said 25 years?
25?
Well, yes, but no. The actual branch of ATS-JR companies. What you see now.
5 years.
But
yeah, about 5 years.
5 years.
About 5 years. Deanna, Grace, can you no, keep your mic unmuted because we for the liberate. She about to get wings after y'all say this here.
Okay.
She about to get some wings and shot all across that place. Deanna, Grace, can you tell Michelle, to the best of your knowledge, when did the letters ATS and JR become a legal, recognized entity in the United States of America?
This year, like a couple months ago.
No, ain't no this year. Okay, say it again.
Wasn't it last week?
I can't hear you, Grace. Say it louder.
It was last week.
I've been making millions of dollars.
You got to be kidding freaking me. Come on.
Because do you understand? I said safety, speed, money. So guess what I did? How many of y'all got a conference ticket? How many of y'all got a conference ticket to the Dominate conference? You actually went and paid for it. Did that say ATSJR or did that say Make a Legacy Incorporated?
Make a Legacy.
I had everything operating under my C Corp, Make a Legacy Incorporated, for two reasons. For one, I ain't feel like getting all the doggone entities and the stuff. I'm operating under this one. I'm going to tell y'all it's called this, and this is what it's called. Do you understand? And legally, through taxes, every tax year since 2014, I had to account for these taxes and Make a Legacy Incorporated. Why did I do that, Michelle? Because if I didn't, somebody else was going to build this, and they got me messed up.
I'm shaking my head at you right now. So my last question is real quick. Everybody know I'm launching Kingdom Group. So I guess I need to call your lawyer to find out. I may have to still spend a little extra money to lock in Kingdom Group, or because I don't want to purchase another LLC. And
ain't nobody got time for that.
Huh?
You already got your LLC, don't you?
Yeah, I already got the LLC.
Shit. Your mentor operated under one LLC. Ain't nobody got time to be spending no extra money. Is you making that money yet? Did another customer pay for your LLC yet?
No, not yet.
Then the way I'm going to teach you is until one of your customers buy your lawyer, you operate under that company. Somebody ain't hear me, man. Boy, I need y'all to hear me. Y'all need to stop spending your own money until you have learned how to have customers buy your expenses. You don't deserve to be in business.
Yes. Antonio.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what Justin has been teaching me.
That's right.
I'm serious.
He's a millionaire.
You know what? You know what? I thank
He's been a millionaire longer than me, I think.
Well, you know what? I'm following everything he said to do. Everything. He even teaching me how to be a little patient.
Come on now.
You know, pull back until do this first. And I've been doing just a little stuff. And I think it shocked him because he never thought I would. I don't know what he thought, but I did it. And it's paying off.
I'm proud of you.
So
I'm proud of
that's
you.
it.
Now I'm proud of
Thank
you. Now I'm proud of you. I'm gonna get to Kia question real quick, then I'm gonna get Samuel. Listen, I'm just trying to bless y'all. I wouldn't had she not asked this question, would have been out of here. But who has learned something new since we've been in overtime? This is valuable. I wish somebody would have taught me this.
I wish thinking about it. I've been trying to figure out. So I'm glad Michelle asked the question.
Yeah, Takia's. Let me answer Takia's question. She said,
"Well, Takia's thinking the same thing I'm thinking." So yeah, go ahead and answer that question, man, because you just messed my whole day up.
Yes, Takia, you can go ahead and go to the state controller of your state. Pay like, don't go to the courthouse. The courthouse don't offer you no protections. So if you think you're supposed to go to the courthouse, that's poor people that told you to go to the courthouse. Do you understand? Stop taking advice from janitors on how to be a CEO. Let me just tell you what it is. All right. Let me just tell you. That's number one. Number two, you can go to your state controller and pay, I don't even know how much it costs to do a DBA. Maybe $75. I have no idea. Okay. I have no idea. And you could do that.
It's only in Pearland where I went, it was only 25.
25. But did you go to the courthouse though?
That sound like courthouse
That
amount.
sound like courthouse.
That's what that was.
Yeah. That offer you protections in your county. Okay, in your county.
When I read that, I saw that. Oh, time to go again.
Yeah. We want to go to the state, and you can amend your stuff and create a doing business as DBA. I ain't even do that, Takia. I just told y'all this is the name of the company.
Right.
I just operated it all under one company. I still had to pay the taxes. I'm still in business. There's a reason why I did that. Because I had all the protections I needed. And I wanted to be under super safety and have these protections that was already there. But I'd be damned if I wouldn't go move because I was worried about you stealing my idea.
Right.
Let me tell y'all something. Ain't nobody gonna steal your idea. Let's process this for a second. I keep telling y'all to steal from me, and 99% of you ain't done it yet.
Oh, honey, it's in the works. Trust me on that. It's definitely in the works. But real quick, so
It's in the making.
So just go to the state comptroller and pay the little extra money for that to protect it until we get the lawyer money. Is that what you're saying?
That's because yes. Yeah, you're doing business as Monica just said that it's less than $200. You're doing business as. Listen, that's what you do. Is this good advice? Depends on who you're asking. If you ask a real estate agent if it's good advice, they're gonna tell you no. Why? Because a real estate agent is going to convince you they are a business owner. That's a lie. They work for their brokers.
Right.
A real estate agent is not an owner. They don't think like an owner. They give you the illusion that they're an owner. They are employees that get 3% commission at best.
Watch out, Reverend.
Jerry. Which is exactly why they always try to sell you some $300,000 property. If it's a fiduciary, they're probably going to tell you, you know what, Antonio's making some sense. Because a fiduciary is going to always give you the best advice for you legally through the federal government.
Because he has to.
Because he has to, or she. They have to. I'm giving you the best advice to stay in business. And if you want to stay in business, stay away from chargebacks. Stop spending your own money. Ain't nobody here that's been in business for real over 3 years going to disagree with that. Not Ken Johnson, not Susan or Phil Sorrentino. Stay away from chargebacks and stop spending your own money. I really don't have to explain nothing else. We could argue about all the non-essentials, but the two essentials, stay away from chargebacks. What's that? You gotta refund people. That will put you out of business faster than anything else. And stay away from spending your own money. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, let me see what Takia said. Takia said she learned something. In Maryland, it's $25 from the comptroller. Look at that, $25. Girl, $25. I used to have a $25 a day Reese's peanut butter habit. Okay, go ahead, Phil.
Okay, I have one more. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you get. Let me just get Phil, and then I'll come back to you. Then I grab Sandy.
Well, and why chargebacks are so critical? It means you didn't set the correct expectations.
Facts.
So that's the whole key about chargebacks is that, you're not communicating in a way to produce a mutually agreed upon response that's best for all parties. So you're putting something out there that didn't fulfill what the customer thought they wanted. So they're wanting their money back.
Yeah.
I've never had to give anybody I've been in business since 1981, never gave anybody any of their money back. Never needed to. Now I have people that got credits because something happened and they had to cancel the date. And I said, what I'll do is normally, if this was under our contract, I could keep your money, but I'm going to give you credit for your deposit. So when you're ready to do something, you've already paid a deposit. You just got to let me know and I'll put the date aside.
There you go. Deanna had a realization yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. She's like, man, we got paid. We get paid every day. I was like, where the hell you been? We get paid multiple times every day. Why is this just hitting your head? We get paid over 50 times a day. It's incredible. And that's been happening. And ATS ain't exist. ATS is 3 weeks old. Like for real. The guy, and listen, at the bank, we should have recorded it. At the bank, the guy said, well, what date you want to put on it? And I said, well, what date you gonna legally let me put on it? And then he said, well, we're gonna go by the path. I said, good, treat me like a startup. I'm a poor person. I just got a business. And my next words was, I might go give me one of them micro loans they give out to startups. I sure did say that. I sure did.
Cracking up.
Treat me like a startup. I'm a poor person. Please, sir. Please, sir. Please, ma'am. I need help. I need all the help I can get. Y'all need to stop being prideful. I need help. And when I don't need help, I'm the man. It depends. What circle am I in? I'm the man circle. I need help circle. Oh, please, please, rich people, help us. Please, we need help. We need help. All the time. Every chance I can get. Every chance I can get, I need help. Do not spend your own money. Please receive that in 2020. Spending your money should be disgusting to you. No, seriously, you should develop a bad taste in your mouth as you have to spend your own money. And if you haven't got there yet, get there fast. Somebody sent me a direct message. I'm really learning more. Thank you for your overtime. Girl, I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I did. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Somebody said I did lots of chargeback with another company. I know. I lost a whole business off chargeback. I was doing drop shipping. Chargebacks and drop shipping would kill you. But let me tell you why chargebacks hurt me so much. Unlike Phil, I had to spend that money as soon as it came in. So guess what? I was poor. We was making money, but poor. Why? Because we got money and had expenses. Boom, boom. That's poor. No matter if you're making $1 million, that's poor. So when you get a chargeback that happens about 4 to 8 hours, or it depends if you got to ship 7 days later, you know, already spent that money. Who know what I'm talking about? Where's Kathy at? To bake the cake and spent that money the same day. You understand what I'm saying?
How about you talking to some people that's still doing and they working hard to get out of that? How about that?
Yeah. We spend that money the same day and somebody asks for a refund in 7 days. First thing y'all better do is get you a fantastic refund policy. You can Google it. Just Google your favorite person and go to their refund policy. Policies proceed on their timeline. I mean, they website. Copy paste the whole thing, put it in a Word document or whatever you got, and you use find and replace. And wherever you find their name, replace it with your name. Ain't no copyrighted refunded policies. If it's out there, it's yours.
Teachers, because we lost.
Come on, man. I'm not doing this overtime because I want to hear myself talk. I heard help me coming out of Michelle's voice. And she said, I need some help. And I figured y'all need it too.
But I have a question because she was talking about t-shirts and stuff. And we were talking about everything but like those sayings and everything. So the sayings and everything can be handled through the state controller?
Yeah, basically. But I wouldn't do that. I would go to a copyright lawyer, a trademark lawyer. I would go to Goodwill Pierre's in Houston.
Goodwill. I was gonna say Goodwill's in Texas. So now, what should I do in PA? Should I call Goodwill and see if he has a friend that is on this side because I was recommended by you?
That was exactly what I would do, girl.
Oh, okay.
That was listen. You went past my brain on that one. Yeah, that's
I do it all the time.
Yeah,
I do it all the time.
That's what I was thinking because I'm thinking I know that Texas is over there, but I wanted to make sure that he knew that I got his name from you because it was just recommended. And
I got a business lawyer in Delaware, a trademark lawyer in Houston, a criminal lawyer in Galveston, because you never know when I got to slap somebody up. I never know. You need them. You need them on retainer. That's it. I just got 3 lawyers. I don't have more than that. You understand? I got a little Kathy in me. You know.
When you get a chance, if you could give me the Delaware information, he might be close enough to actually be able to work with me.
Okay. Definitely
Tell
call
Grace to
Goodwill
just
though.
send it.
Okay,
Huh?
Sure will. I
Yeah,
sure.
but I'm gonna call Goodwill too, definitely.
Okay, I sure will. Go ahead, Sammy. I'm finna bless y'all today. Y'all ain't had no class. Y'all just said, listen, Antonio, hold on, don't leave just yet. Don't leave just yet. Go ahead.
All right. So listen. So because I heard you when you said it, $3,200 payments or just 30,000. I'm going for the big stuff. So
Okay, good.
coming out the gate, I should just register according to the bigger money.
So this what I did. I had your problem, and I created 2 LLCs in Nevada. One for big money, one for small money. Created 2 of them. They're different kind of LLCs, so you need to. They're different kind of LLCs. So like I said right now, okay, different kind of LLCs. I'm trying not to get into CPA land. One is designed for 250,000 or more deals. One is designed for rent money. You got me so far, Sammy? One is designed for fix and flip. All right, good. One is designed for rent money.
Okay.
I never know which LLC I'm going to use because I'm walking in, not my paperwork. Help me, somebody.
Right.
So when I go in, I do an assessment of what kind of deal you trying to do.
Okay.
And then I know which company to file you under.
Okay.
And Jerry should be able to unmute his mic and tell you why I got these companies in Nevada specifically. Because I ain't the only person hiding money in companies in Nevada. It's a habit. Jerry, can you tell him why?
Yeah, the way the laws are structured here, the taxes are very favorable.
I wouldn't follow me if I ain't know that. Nevada has the same taxes as Delaware, but Nevada has a real Texas spirit about business, and you can't find out who owned the company in Nevada unless you pay top money.
That's my kind of state. I have a question before I forget.
Nice.
You good? Go ahead, ask your question.
Okay, real quick, because I'm still saying help me, but I'm learning a lot. All right, and I need to make sure that I have everything straight because I'll be on my computer soon when the power comes back on. Doggone power outages. Anywho, NDA. So my t-shirt sayings. So whoever's creating my t-shirts, should I send them an NDA to hold them accountable to not to use it for themselves?
That's a good business practice. I mean, I wouldn't be against that. Anybody would be against that. I wouldn't have to make them my shirts. So
okay. Secondly, second thing. So will Pierre only be able to help me with the trademark, or will he also help me to set up my company in the series of LLCs? I already have that taken care of.
Pierre's a one-stop shop.
Good. That's all I need. I love one-stop shop people because I hate sharing. Now, when you say you have a lawyer, because I hear everything you say.
He's one of the best in the world, though. I need you to get that, Pierre. I only fool with the best. I got the best human consultants. Okay, I just need you to know. Like I only fool with the best. Okay, I took the best from Les Brown.
If he's a one-stop shop, why do you have a business lawyer in Delaware? Do I need that business lawyer too? Listen, I whatever you got, I want. And I know I ain't the only one feeling that way, doggone it. We aiming to get the million.
My business lawyer in Delaware does super large transactions. You need people, not to say Mr. Pierre does not, but you want people that can set up a real estate investment trust that will then at minimum have $250 million for you. That's a different kind of lawyer.
Okay, well, I'll call you when I get to that point. That'll be very soon. Amen.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
All right.
So I just know now
That's a
to
good
contact
question.
now I just know now because I'm thinking of doing for my travel business, adding real estate because there's a lot of real estate property for people of houses and condos being built. Companies are building these on beaches and want people that
That's
travel
right.
to purchase them versus timeshare. This is actually your own.
I
You
don't.
know,
Yeah, child. If I can't own it, I don't own it.
right. And see, this one is your own. And I came across a property that I'll be doing my research more into, but they build condos on the beaches. It's your own condo. Is in another country, but it's your own condo, and you still make money because they have a rental, a property management company that rents your condo out when you're not there to continue putting money in your pocket. Yeah,
Right.
to
So
be
now you're
continued.
talking like a wealthy person
Exactly.
because y'all are like get a house and go cut the grass. That makes no sense. It makes no sense because time is all you got. And with that time you cutting the grass, I could have thought about $1 million idea. You know what I'm saying? I got plenty of $1 million ideas that I'd be thinking about. But ideas are crap if you don't put no execution behind them. And you can't execute a $1 million idea cutting grass.
Well, I would just like to say thank you so very much, Mr. Antonio T. Smith, for taking the time out to answer my question. My heart is a little less burdened now. And so all I need to do is go to the state controller, take care of that business today, and contact Mr. Pierre to start the process of knowing what I need to do to get started. So thank you very much
You're
for the
very welcome.
overtime, sir. We have
Yes.
definitely won this game on today.
Yes, yeah, you just took over and won. Because listen, I'm glad I brushed my teeth before the call, so I'm good. I'm glad I've been sitting here with the yuck mouth the whole time, the whole time. Let me
Because of the break that we just had to go through, I must say that this kind of like it says, okay, you was worth the break because you had to save up, and we just gonna give you this overtime. But I appreciate you, bro.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Listen, somebody just sent me an email. Let me share this email with y'all. Let me tell y'all how let me tell y'all what to stay away from. Let me see. I don't know who this is. I have a file in your name involving millions of tax-free US dollars. Please make sure you respond back to this email address. Let me show y'all what to do with this email. Right there. That's what you do with that email. Right there. You just delete it. I'm not sure if you just delete that email. That's what cybersecurity will tell you. Delete that email. No. Anybody, I ain't never emailed nobody over no $1 million deal without calling them first. You know what I'm saying? Because first off, you're not going to play with my $1 million. So Jerry, I need you on the phone right now. Whatever you're doing, Jerry, you ain't doing it well enough. Come on, let's talk. You understand? Like, are you having $1 million conversation right now, Jerry? Good. Tell him call him back. Let's talk. Ain't nobody got time to be emailing no $1 million that go in your spam. All right, let me give you this last thing so I can bless y'all. Chris said definitely spam. I want you all to focus on. First, let me teach you what I'm doing. I'm now condensing the conversation into something memorable that you can repeat. The humor consultants would teach you this tonight. Tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. They would teach you how to do a presentation, but it doesn't matter if the people can't repeat what you have said. Okay, so this is what I'm doing right now. So tonight at 7 p.m., find yourself in our business incubator, also called the Humor Consultant Show with Phil and Susan Sorrentino. Been in business longer than I've been born. Okay, or they've been married longer than I've been born. I think they've been in business. No, they've been in business. They got a business in 1981. I was born in 1981. There you go. There you go. Been in business that long. They know some stuff. They've been through presidents and recessions. Okay. And maybe a Sunday morning argument on the way to church because that's how the devil works. You understand? Yeah, I threw that in there for humor. I'm working on my humor consultant part. Okay, I'm working on my humor. They've been through all of that. They know what they're talking about. And make sure that you take this little lesson, condense your stuff into something that people can remember. So allow me to do that to you. 2 things here so you can have something to remember. Do not under any circumstances, spend your money and say you're in business. You're following the wrong mentor. Not yet, Jerry. Is being edited right now. Jerry just asked privately, is the conference replay available? It's been edited, and then all who are available, you're gonna have private access to it. So it'll pop up in your dashboard just for you all. Anybody else got to pay $97. Do not spend money, your money, and then call it a business. Those other mentors, and I don't mean to disrespect nobody, are going to tell you that that's a business. That's a lie. It's not a business. That's a slave ship. Debt slave ship is what it is. Do not spend your money and call it business. One of the most powerful things I've seen on the internet all year long, I saw by accident. Carisha, I'm not even sure if she owned, posted it about her best friend, which I could assume was Corinne, said, pay for my services. And one of the most powerful things I've seen. Friends saying, girl, don't you not charge me. That's where y'all need to be at. Okay? That's exactly where you need to be at. Do not spend your money and claim that it is a business. Get some help. Go ahead, Phil.
Well, for years, I've had people come up to me after a program said, gosh, Phil, I'd love to do what you do. And here are my 4 tips. Number 1, keep your day job. Number 2, save all cash. Think barter first. Number 3, join Toastmasters. And number 4, take me to breakfast. It's the cheapest of the 3 meals with a list of questions and a tape recorder.
No, that's right. I hope y'all write that down for yourselves.
Antonio, you said get some help. Oh goodness, what did you just say? Get some help.
Don't spend money and call it a business. Not if it's your money.
Okay, so what type of help are you talking about?
A mentor, ATS.
Okay, that we got. Okay,
Yes.
so that's the type of help you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, if only coach I want y'all with is Phil and Susan, and if you's a coach in here, you good. I'm not putting you out of business. But the rest of y'all getting put out of business. If you ain't in ATS, ain't no more coaching. That's dead. We killing that. The only coaches that are allowed to live is coaches in ATS.
Amen.
Okay, because ATS is extremely disruptive to the coaching industry. Extremely. So if you ain't coaching in here like Patricia and well, Phil and Susan, they good. I'm talking about Carisha in there, and you're out of business. So I wouldn't go against ATS because we just offer too much value, way too much. Number 1 thing, don't spend money and think that it is yours. Like that's a business. Don't do that. The second thing, and I cannot stress this enough, multiply your money. That doesn't mean wait. That doesn't mean take your time. It means I got a dime. How do I multiply it? Corinne said it's a slave ship. Now, it used to be called a hobby. It's a debt slave ship, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Multiply your money. Multiply your money. Multiply your money. And everybody just receive that in your energy. Multiply my money. Last thing. It's about to get worse out here. It's about to get worse. It's about to get worse. Right now, the United States government got cyber hacked twice last week. This time, tempers laced me up. It's bad. It's bad. I could show you, but I don't feel like it. It's bad though. The United States Department of Treasury, you know what? Don't even matter. Go look it up for yourself. I'm gonna teach it this week anyway. It's bad. And the only way to shield yourself from what is bad. It's money. And Tony, I thought you was gonna say the Lord. Money. Money. I'm sorry.
Even the
Money.
Bible said money answered all things. Come on.
All things. Stop forcing your God to save you with potted meat. Someone put that on Twitter for me, please. Someone, I ain't never said that before in my life. Someone put that on Twitter, please. You
Say
burning
that
Stop forcing your God to save you with potted meat. You're burning that dang on spam around the edges, talking about it's good. That ain't nothing but salt. You know it. You know it. Don't spend your money and call it a business and multiply your money. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. We love you. We will see you all week. All week. And all of you will get the conference. All right, everybody. Yeah, well, all of you who were there. Y'all have a good one.
Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
Hi, I'm Pete. I'm an IT manager / superhero.
Pete, bad news.
What happened?
I put a very expensive latte on top of my car, drove off, and it spilled. It's bad.
How's that my problem?
Oh, my laptop was up there too.
Okay, that's why we use connection services to manage our cloud. Everything's backed up. I can access your stuff remotely. You won't miss a meeting.
I really wanted that latte, Pete.
For hardware, software, support, and empathy. For Pete's sake, connect with Connection.